I hear way too many people say I do this for somebody else, or I do what I do because it's put onto me, because my family, my social circle, or my parents want this. Especially when you come from an Indian household, there's so many expectations, so many pressures saying, oh yeah, relatives expect this, or your parents want you to be a doctor or engineer, and many of us we get caught up in the thought process which is like, oh yeah, I am not sure what I want for myself, so why don't I do what everybody else wants for me? And most of the time that's a right decision, but sometimes along the way you feel like, what would our life been if you lived it in your own terms? Maybe it might have been a plane crash, a train wreck, or maybe it might not be as successful as the life where you put aside your desires and did what was expected of you. But nevertheless, there's a sense of independence and freedom knowing that you lived your life in your own terms, if you do it to your own terms. Because many of us, when I asked them, what do you do? And when they say, what do you do? I ask, why you do it? And they say, I do it because dash parents expected it from me, or I thought this was the best option because my friends told us, teachers told. It's like we are conditioned from childhood to want the next thing, and what we are supposed to do the norm. It's pushed on to us from teachers, parents, and everything. And it's like you have that core of you who you are, and it's just buried with layers of dirt and expectation and stuff that others put onto us. We are burdened by those things. So what are we supposed to do? It's before you say screw you to everybody, it's first to be clear. It's to figure out what you want to do with your life. And I can't give you full advice here because even I haven't completely figured it out. But I know what I don't want. I don't want to be a doctor or engineer. I don't want to work at the same place for 20, 80 years. I don't want to live a life where I haven't lived outside India much. I want to travel. I want to do so much. I want to have a blonde girlfriend. Always comes down to that, huh? But I have these desires. And it's like I know what I don't want because of those desires. I don't want the opposite of those things. That's a starting point. But we need to make it specific. We need to specify exactly what we want. Our North Star that's gonna guide us to life. And because most of us are living lives of mild discontentment, because we are not living life of passion and fulfillment, because what we are doing is not our purpose, and we are doing it because others pushed it onto us, we tend to numb that feelings to any vices like drinking, or just numbing your brain from social media reels, just consuming food or content. It's first to stop doing these vices, and it will be discomfortable. You'll feel like shit because that's when you have to confront your demons and figure out who you are and what you want. And problem with figuring out who you are and what you want is you face the demons, which is the fact and the realization that if you wanted this particular thing, you've been living your whole life aligned away from that particular thing. You've been going in the wrong direction your whole life. And listen to me, it's a very hard pill to swallow, but maybe starting today might be worse than starting 4 years back or at your childhood to be aligned to your dream from then onwards. But starting today is better and not changing anything till it's too late.